My wife and stepdaughter ditched me to party instead of taking me to the hospital. When I served my wife with divorce papers, my stepdaughter sneered, "You're not that important anyway." 3 months later, they want back in, but I'm done. Hello, Reddit I+ here. You ever have one of those moments where everything just clicks? Where all the little red flags you ignored suddenly come together and slap you in the face? Yeah, that happened to me 3 months ago. And let me tell you, when I finally woke up, there was no going back. It started with a pain in my chest, not the kind you can ignore. This was deep, sharp, radiating down my arm. I knew something was wrong. I told my wife, Carla, that I needed to go to the hospital. Immediately. I didn't ask for much in our marriage, but I figured a potential heart attack would warrant some urgency. But Carla? She barely looked up from her phone. "We're about to head out," she said. "We?" I asked, already knowing the answer. "Me and Lindsay," she said, meaning my stepdaughter. They had plans, some girls' night, a party, whatever. I could hardly breathe, and they were worried about missing out on cocktails and Instagram selfies. I couldn't drive myself. The pain had me doubled over. But they weren't budging. "Call an Uber," Carla said with a dismissive wave. "We'll check on you later." That was the moment. The slap in the face moment. But it didn't fully sink in until I was in the ER alone, hooked up to machines while nurses ran tests. Turned out it wasn't a heart attack, but it could have been. It was a warning sign, and I needed to take it seriously. You know who did take it seriously? My buddy Chris. He's the one who rushed to the hospital when I called him. He's the one who sat by my side while I waited on test results. My wife? Nowhere to be found. Stepdaughter? Not even a text. But oh, they had time to post pictures from their epic night out. I was done. The next morning, I called a lawyer. Carla had shown me exactly where I ranked in her life, and I was finally listening. Within 2 weeks, she had divorce papers in hand. Her reaction? "Are you serious? Over one night?" Yeah. Over one night. Over 100 nights. Over 1,000 moments where she put herself first. Where she and Lindsay treated me like an ATM and a chauffeur, but never as family. Lindsay, that little princess who never liked me but sure loved the things my paycheck bought her, just sneered when she found out. "You're not that important anyway." That one stung. But not in the way she thought. It didn't break me. It set me free. I moved out, filed for divorce, and cut them off. No more footing the bill for their nights out, their shopping sprees, their drama. I was done being an afterthought in my own damn life. Fast forward 3 months, guess who came knocking? Carla, looking a little less put together. "I miss you," she said. "I didn't realize how much you did for us." Lindsay wasn't far behind. "Mom's been struggling," she admitted, like I owed them sympathy. They expected me to welcome them back, to pretend nothing happened. But I remembered that night. I remembered the hospital, the silence, the Instagram posts. So, I smiled, and I shut the door in their faces. I'm not that important? Maybe not, but I'm important enough to never let them back in. And you know what? Life's been good since. I've reconnected with old friends, started focusing on myself again, even met someone new, someone who actually gives a damn, someone who wouldn't leave me suffering alone while they went off to party. Carla and Lindsay? Last I heard, things aren't going so well for them. Turns out, when you burn bridges, it's hard to rebuild them. Lindsay lost her job when she couldn't keep up with rent after I cut her off. Carla moved back in with her sister, still trying to play the victim. But that's not my problem anymore. For the first time in years, I wake up feeling free, and that's more important than anything they ever gave me.